they're calling it Wagoneer, but it's it's nowhere near the size of a Wagoneer. Yeah, so this is Jeep's all-electric SUV, the Wagoneer S. So yeah, you're gonna have to plug it in. The interesting thing about this is, yeah, unlike every other company, instead of calling it like the Wagoneer E, they call it the Wagoneer S. Yeah, if you want people to go electric, you know, make it appealing, make it look good, and this thing certainly does. You know, and I really like how we have the light bar that actually goes all the way across. And then as you can see, the light from that light bar, especially in the center, it kind of like trickles down into the 7-slat grille. So, you know, obviously with an electric car, electric vehicle, you need to really optimize the aerodynamics. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to have a chance in hell of going very far on the freeway, are you? So guess what? They've kind of decided to have this very sleek, tapered roofline in the back. You know, something that's going to reduce the drag, reduce the size of the wake at the rear. But they said, hey, we don't we don't want it to look like a Model Y. Basically, they don't want it to look like a hatchback. You know, they want this thing to have the traditional Jeep Wagoneer look to it. As you can see, look, from the side, you know, it looks just like a normal, hey, the normal model. But that's because they've added, well, not only the rear wing, as you see, but kind of these side blades as well. And what's really cool about this is that from the rear end here, if you do look at it from the rear, actually you don't even notice it that much in the real world because of all the reflections and shadows and the fact that they made all of these pieces in the bottom of the spoiler and all this interior part, they've made it all gloss black. So yeah, you don't actually pick up on that design, you know, unless you're really looking for it. The only thing is the taillight kind of really reminds me of that Toyota Venza. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. And for the sacrifice, yeah, it's the cargo space, isn't it? I mean, you can see here, this is the opening. You know, it basically is, I mean, it is like a hatchback is what it is. And in fact, this is kind of a cool picture because you can see here, this is the side piece. You know, this is the part that extends off the back of the vehicle. So, you know, you can see how much it actually does tuck in. Now, of course, you know, if you want to get some like big, tall item in this thing, you can still fold down the seats. And since we're talking about the interior, yeah, you know, the dash here, it's very similar to the Wagoneer, the Grand Wagoneer, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's a nice design. And in fact, you know, there's a lot of tech here, a lot of screens. So I hope you like using your finger to kind of tap and swipe